Hello friends, I'm Jana Eubank and I'm back with another scrapbooking process video. Today I'm playing with the Cartabella Paper Sunflower Summer Collection. This is one that I picked up last year, and the minute I saw it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to have this, especially because it has lots of sunflowers. Now sunflowers are my oldest daughter's favorite flower, probably because she was born at the end of August and that's when they all come out, right, and start blooming. But I knew it would be perfect for these photos of her with a sunflower cake that my friend made for her a few birthdays ago. So I'm excited to work with these photos today and this beautiful collection. Now I flipped through it a little bit at the start so that you could get an idea for all of the beautiful patterns and colors that I'll be selecting today, and let's get into it. So I love on my desk I have some papers that I've paired together that I think will work well with my photos. Of course, I'm going to always lean towards the teal colors and the mint colors. Those are my favorite, but I really love that super sweet open pattern of that dainty sunflower on the white background. And then I've also selected that yellow plaid that I'm going to incorporate as well. Now, I'm also going to cut out these wood grain frames from the cut apart cards. I don't normally use quotes. I don't, I usually do multi-photo layouts, and so I don't really lean towards using the quotes, but if they have a frame or something like that, they do come in handy for framing out your photos, framing out your journaling, or perhaps you could use them as anchoring spots for a title or something like that. So that's what I'm going to do here today. I've used a larger frame to frame the top photo here. I cut out a smaller one to frame out the cake. Now there's a little printed jar on that smaller photo, and one of the branches was covering up too much of that sunflower cake, so I simply just trimmed that off, and that made the opening a little bit larger for me to highlight that super cute cake that my friend made. Now I also like to purchase the solids kits that come with collections. Even though I have a lot of cardstock in my stash, I'm usually scrapbooking, late into the night or when it's darker outside, when it's kind of sunset, and I'm just kind of lazy. Like, I don't want to always go match my cardstock colors, and so I do enjoy picking up the solids kit, especially the Cartabella papers. They are nice and textured and are just so pretty. So I did anchor both of those photos onto that aqua colored solid cardstock there, and I think that's a good break from all the patterns that I'm using elsewhere. So next up is this beautiful dainty floral that I mentioned earlier. I'm going to use that as my next layer. I will take that over to my sewing machine and stitch around the edges, and then I've also used an edge distressing tool to just give that a little more texture. Next, I'm going to add in a strip of this beautiful yellow floral, or this yellow plaid, I should say. Now, of course, when you have a sunflower page, you got to incorporate yellow, right? And this paper is so cute. Like, look at the other side. It's got those adorable bees printed on it. It's just so cute. I love this collection. I did cut one of the ends of this larger strip into a pennant shape, and then I tore the bottom edge just for a bit of variety, and I'll just get that into place and then reposition my photos. Now I also wanted to set off that white layer, and so I'm going to come back in with another solid color, and I'm going to use the coral to matte that with. I think that's fun and adds kind of a girly touch to this page about my daughter. So I'll mark some little tick marks for that and then take that over to my trimmer and get that cut down to size. Now you've probably noticed that I like to ink all the edges of my paper layers with a light gray ink. Now back in the day we used to use lots of brown or black or lots of colors, and to give our inked edges like a really distressed look. That's not really what I'm going for here. I'm just trying to add a little bit of shadowing and to just kind of define the edges. So that is why I do that. I'm happy with my photo placement, and now I'm ready to start working on some more embellishing and bringing in some words and titles and journaling and things like that. Now at the beginning of the video I showed you the gorgeous floral paper that came with this collection, and I bought several of those, of course, because I wanted to fussy cut them. The sunflowers in this collection are my favorite part of this collection. And because the theme of this collection is sunflowers, there aren't a lot of other images, right? There's some chickens, there's some jars of florals and things like that, some pennants, kind of some general shapes, but there's a lot of quotes And I think I mentioned before, I don't really lean towards quotes. And so when I buy a collection like this, I definitely look for a pattern paper, either whether it's the cut apart cards or a nice large floral that will allow me to fussy cut it out and use as embellishments. I really like the size and scale of the sunflowers on this paper, and it works especially well for a scrapbooker. So I will definitely be using this on multiple layouts. And it just comes with so many fun images, right? You've got those beautiful sunflowers, but you also have lots of different kinds of leaves and branches. There's toadstools and even smaller flowers and acorns. So I'll take a minute to build out these flower clusters and get them into place. Now I'm starting out with the sunflowers and the leaves, but I will come back with some berry branches just to fill those out a bit more. And then at the very end of the video, I will add in some of those tiny, smaller blush flowers, and it ends up looking so cute. So lots of variety there, and I really like that. Now, if you have a pattern paper that you're fussy cutting that has florals on it and there's not like branches or leaves to fill out those floral clusters, you can always go to your metal dies and die cut some out and use those. I love mixing and matching printed florals with die cut florals. I think it looks so pretty. I didn't do that on this page, but I just wanted to mention that in case you were working with another floral paper. Now, this collection, because it doesn't have a wide variety of icons here, I'm going to use that opportunity to create my own embellishments by digging into my stash. So I did die cut out this label shape from white cardstock. I'm just going to use that to anchor my title. And then if you've been watching my videos throughout the year, you've probably heard me mention that I have a big stash of letter stickers. I grew up in a printing family. My dad owns a print and copy store. And so, I've been studying fonts my whole life. So I definitely love collecting letter stickers, but I kind of hoard them. Like I haven't been putting them to use. So in the back of my mind, I have this goal to use them a lot more this year. So I'm using the set by October Afternoon that has this adorable script on it. It actually comes with tile letter stickers as well. I didn't use that in the beginning. I ended up actually stamping the words happy birthday at the top, but I didn't love how that turned out. I don't hate it, but I just didn't love it. So I did decide to recreate that title again later using both the tile letters and the script letters from that October Afternoon set. And so you'll see that in the closing shots. Now I wanted to add a scattering type element to this project or to this layout. And so I decided to bring in some butterflies. I think butterflies are so pretty, especially on a girly page or, pages that have a nature or floral theme to them. So I went to my stash and I found some butterfly dies. This is an older set by Kaiser Craft. And I especially love that it had 2 layers to it. So I die cut out the layers from coral and the blush cardstock that coordinate with this collection. And now I'm adding a pair of gems to the bodies of these butterflies in aqua color. And I just love that little bit of shimmer and shine, and the butterflies look so cute. Now here's where I'm going back to that floral paper, and then I'm just adding in a few more branches and some florals here just to round things out. I will also bring in this little fussy cut shape of the toadstools here at the bottom, and that will make a good companion for some of the phrases that I'm going to add here at the bottom. Now, sometimes I have a hard time making phrases work, so I'll, chop them up or cut them out of other label shapes to find the ones that work best for the memory that I'm working on. And that's what I do with this. So that will pretty much complete my page. I will add a little bit of journaling to that bottom right corner of the aqua background paper. There, it's just, a name and a date is kind of what I added here. And I'll talk more about that cake in another layout that Noelle made for my daughter. I have a picture of my good friend Noelle who made that cake. And so I will talk a little bit more about that when I make another page with this collection featuring that adorable sunflower cake. All right, guys, my name is Jana Eubank. This is the Cardabella Paper Sunflower Summer Collection. I believe this was available last year, but it is still available at scrapbook.com. So I'll try to remember to put a link for that in the video description below. I hope you'll give this video a like, and thanks so much for stopping by my channel today. We'll see you again soon.